We actually have a question from one of our viewers on Twitter. Remember, you can tweet your questions at IGN with hashtag IGN Live. Just like Chris did, would you do an Unbreakable sequel or TV show? I love that movie, by the way.
So, yeah, I've asked you about this before,
Yeah.
and it's what you said earlier, I think. You said you feel emotions, and that's what makes you do stuff. And
Yeah.
you said you weren't in the right place last time.
Yeah.
You're at Comic-Con now.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by comic book fans.
Yeah.
Anything changed?
The short answer to that is yes.
Oh.
But I'm going to qualify it.
Okay.
So, you know, for me, you know, the best way, I've always believed that my only tool, and not mine, all artists' only tool is their authenticity, you know, how specific they are. Whether it connects with the audience or not, you have to be authentic, right? And I live in Philadelphia, 3,000 miles away from Hollywood, and it's very much a, you know, I'm going to tell stories about what's going on with me, and Unbreakable was exactly what I was feeling at that time. And at that time, you know, when I was making Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and Signs, you know, I was a certain place in my life. It was like late 20s, early 30s. Kids weren't that, you know, small kids, but they weren't there. Then my kids grew up, and I started making more family fare for them. That's where my head was at. And I get it. You're known for this, and you know, as you try to switch, and now my kids are growing up again, and now I'm moving into back to kind of edgier point of views. Literally, like when I think of the stories, I'm thinking of them. You know, they're now teenagers and all, and so strangely, it's coming back into a kind of an edgier conversations, darker and edgier conversations. I mean, like The Visit, you know, is meant to, you know, scare the crap out of them and be, you know, for them to enjoy themselves. And Unbreakable and the things that were going on, the kind of conflicts, are feeling more valid to me, you know, now to talk about. And so, but as you could guess, I don't want to do a traditional movie, like a traditional second movie. That turns me off, this whole idea of I'm going to do something that that's what the benefit of doing a sequel is everybody's feeling familiar about the content, right? But that actually turns me off about making movies, for me, you know. It has to be something, a completely original take if we were going to do something like unexpected. Right.
So I'm confused. Do you want to do an Unbreakable sequel or not?
Well, it's a complicated answer, my friend. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
What's left to say in that universe, though? I mean, it felt like the film was just getting started when it ended.
It's true.
Is that rude? Sorry.
Well, you know, look, you know, for me, you know, Unbreakable is about the grounded take on the subject of comic books. It's a drama about the subject of comic books,
yes,
and postulating whether this is perhaps quasi possible, that there are people that are, you know, extraordinary and in different ways, but comic books have taken it, made it, you know, characterized it, and is it possible that the real life counterparts actually exist? That's valid and of interest to me still.
So would there be any potential to go full on comic book Marvel in another one?
You know what? That's not my thinking. You know, my style is not. It's much more. I'm very much about, you know, what's not said and keeping it incomplete. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. Minimalist.
Sure.
There's plenty of that, right, for us to go see.
Exactly.
So
We've got
there's no shortage.
There's no shortage of that.